Return to office is everywhere. Companies across America are demanding Americans come back into the office 5 days a week. Now, is this the smartest move for every type of business? I'll tell you, as somebody that's been in HR and in business for over 25 years, I'm an old goat. I've seen it all, guys, and this is absolutely not the approach that most companies should be taking. Now, are there places where return to office makes a lot of sense? Of course, there's places where people have to do physical labor. Maybe people are new to sales or marketing, and that cohesion, being in a group, working together in close proximity, and feeding off each other and learning new things in a constantly fast-paced environment is very important to be physically together. But generally what I'm seeing, and I'll tell you guys, I'm part of a lot of chief human resources officer groups, and there's a lot of people out there that are a lot smarter than me. So all I'm going to do is tell you what I'm seeing in the market and what I can feel in my gut. And I'll tell you that the people and the companies that are just doing a mass return to office for everybody all at once are losing a ton of their top talent. And work, as much as people like to use that phrase, everyone, is not like a family. What work is the team with the best players, employees, wins. So if you have somebody and you told everybody we're going to be remote in the pandemic time, and now you're forcing everybody to come back, and somebody moved to Montana because it was their dream to live in the mountains, and they're like this incredible software engineer, and you decide that you're going to make them either have to resign or, that they're going to have to move back to the city, and they're not going to move back, and you're going to lose them. You lose in that market, and you lose to a competitor that's going to pick them up and be able to use all their skills, institutional knowledge that they learned at your workplace, and be able to give it to that company. So now, who's actually winning, and how does this work? Because a lot of employers are saying we're really losing a lot of productivity we feel having everybody at home. I will tell you that the companies that I see that are winning are doing a modified hybrid schedule. And what I mean by that is whether it's they have people working at home Mondays and Fridays, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are in the office, or whatever combination that people come up with, so that people have less commuting, more time with their families, and are able to get things done at home, and shore up some of the cost and the really rising inflation and the really tough economy and job market that people are in right now. The companies that have done modified hybrid schedules, where they give people some flexibility, but they have people in the office the same days that need to work together in teams, those are the companies that are winning. Not only that, but also, if you're one of the companies that's going to have people come back, even hybrid or full-time, don't have people then sit in their office to be on a Teams or a Zoom meeting with people that are in the office right next to them to have a collection of all meeting. Have them get in the same room, because what's happening is employees are becoming bitter, and rightfully so, that you're making them drive, waste gas, pay daycare, everything else, have to have other people watch their children in order to sit in the office and be on a Teams meeting that they could have done in their pajamas at home, when you're right in the same building and you can walk over and sit in the conference room. So if you're doing this for cohesion, actually have cohesion again. Actually have training, development, and things that happen where people need to be together and be effective. But if you're just doing this because it looks like this is what's cute in the market right now, just like it was to send everybody home for a time, and then it was cool to have hybrid for a time, and now it's cool to everybody return to the office. I'm telling you, I'm seeing a ton of companies that were very successful in the marketplace that are now absolutely losing it because their best people are leaving because of this. Do not make this mistake unless there's an absolute business need to have people back in right then due to some loss, and make sure it's that, and not that you don't have enough training, that you don't have the right managers in place, that you don't have the right repetitive structure in place to make sure that people are doing their work. Because most of the time what I'm seeing is people are being forced to return only to sit separately in their offices all day and not interact with anybody, and the people are bitter and the people are leaving. So I will tell you that right now, a lot of companies have started to be able to get away with this because the job market is cold right now. But it's not going to be for long. You can already start to feel it turning at this point in first quarter here of 25. It's going to continue to turn. And when the job market turns back over to an employee job market again, people are going to be bailing back to these companies that have remote, these companies that have hybrid, or these companies that, if they do have them back in office, are actually training, developing, and giving them a reason to interact with people, not just to sit in their office and have Teams meetings all day. Let me know your thoughts.